The popular streaming platform Netflix is dealing in more than just film and television now. Anyone with a Netflix subscription can download and play Netflix games for free. While not every game on the service is a hit, there are plenty of stellar titles available. For a place to start, these games are some of their best. First up, Kentucky Route Zero. For those who are looking for a more surreal and narrative-driven game, Kentucky Route Zero is the way to go. The story is depicted in a gorgeous minimalistic art style that seems to feed the mystery. It surrounds multiple characters in multiple locations, although predominantly Conway and Shannon in their attempts to navigate a strange road, known as Route Zero. Navigating the story involves a lot of reading, and players also get to make dialogue choices during the story. It's a beautiful, surreal, and bizarre experience that can only really be appreciated through play. Next up, Cats and Soup. Cats and Soup is already a popular idle game, and Netflix Games has brought it to the Netflix audience. As with most idle games, its mechanics slow down after about the first hour of play, as the player's cats can just get on with making their soup. But, as idle games go, it's a particularly cute one. Up next, Reigns: Three Kingdoms. This game combines the swipe left and right mechanics of dating simulators with a unique card game combat mechanic to create a simulation and management game about ruling an ancient dynasty. The storyline is varied and entertaining, and players will find themselves wanting to play time and time again. A playthrough can vary between making choices that the player feels moral or fun, or perhaps more effectively, actively trying to balance their 4 different statistics that can fluctuate throughout each decision. It's a unique and engaging game and is well worth your attention. Next on our list, Spiritfarer. Ultimately, Spiritfarer is a touching tale about grief. It's grown widely popular, and Netflix Games brings it to a much wider audience. Spiritfarer follows the story of Stella and her cat, Daffodil, who have taken on the role of Karen the Ferryman. It's up to them to shepherd souls to their final rest. They own a ship that can grow and be built upon, making it mechanically a management game. But the story is about far more than Stella and Daffodil. Primarily, Spiritfarer is about the animal-like spirits that the pair are welcoming onto the ship. Each must work through their most challenging emotions to move on for good. Mechanics on mobile can be a little fiddly, but this shouldn't outweigh its impactful narrative. Next, Oxenfree. Oxenfree is an unsettling mystery game that follows a group of young friends on an abandoned island. It's a very popular game that Netflix has picked up for good reason. Its primary mechanics are just movement and making dialogue choices, but there's a unique importance placed on the use of radio. The island appears to be haunted by a being that communicates through radio waves, or sometimes by possessing the player character's friends. It's a very chill but undeniably spooky game that, without spoiling too much, benefits from repeat play. It's the perfect time for new players to give it a try, as a highly anticipated sequel just released this last year. And finally, Before Your Eyes. Video games are one of the most potent avenues for storytelling, and there's few better examples of this than 2020's Before Your Eyes. In Before Your Eyes, players are introduced as a deceased soul who's been chosen by the ferryman for a chance at eternal paradise. The catch is that the ferryman will have to vouch that they've lived a good life. To do this effectively, he needs the player to go back through their memories. Players won't be able to stay in a memory for long, as the game recognizes a character's blinking, and the scene will move forward each time a player blinks. Before Your Eyes finds a unique way to remind players that life truly passes by in the blink of an eye, and is a must-play for anyone looking for a good place to start their Netflix gaming journey. From Tales of Grief to Cats Who Cook, those were our choices for the best games on Netflix. Thank you for watching Game Rant. I'm Cameron, and we'll see you next time.